if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So Heather wants to donate a huge amount of money through me, and she's promising that my assistance would be rewarded.
Well, of course it's going to be rewarded. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Now, that's interesting that you got that. Joy, Mrs. Joy Williams.
Mrs. Joy Williams.
Right. Wrote to me.
Oh, what did Mrs. Joy Williams say to you?
We're on a little closer, relationship than you and my friend Heather are.
Wow, looking at that email, I could agree.
Well, she writes, "Dearly beloved, it is by the grace of God that she has received Christ, having known the truth, had no choice other than to do what is lawful and right in the sight of God for eternal life, and the sight of man for witness of God's mercy and glory upon him in my life." And I appreciate that. I mean, that's powerful. Goes on to say that when my late husband was alive, he deposited the sum of $15.5 million.
Wow.
U.S. dollars, by the way, but he deposited it in a bank in London. Presently, the money is still with the bank, and the management just wrote to me as the beneficiary to come forward to sign for the release of the money. However, she's in a hospital in Australia.
Oh, this poor woman.
Right. She's undergoing treatment for esophageal cancer.
Oh, my goodness.
And she's lost the ability to talk to her doctors. So she wants me to help her facilitate a transfer of the money.
Well, that would be very generous of you.
And I stand to gain quite a bit.
So I think we commonly get some of these emails. I
Right.
mean, I know several people that get these type of emails,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, there's people out there that actually believe them.
I find that so hard to believe. I mean, the grammar in this is shocking. It's signed, yours sister.
Yours sister. Yours instead of your sister.
Yours sister.
Yours sister.
Yeah.
Bless her heart, she just doesn't have the ability to communicate to her doctors or
Right.
right.
I got like a 6-paragraph email from her.
It is shocking that this works. This actually works, that people actually take it. They give their account numbers to these individuals. But no, it's very interesting. I would be very interested to see on social media if people can plug in, and what type of things have you guys seen? What kind of emails have you received where people have tried to scam you for personal information? Because fraud's a huge deal.
It really is. And we've had so many. I can't even go to, I mean, they're always a transfer of a large sum of money. And if you just facilitate this thing, you'll get yours on the back end and all of this. I always find it funny because my email, Mrs. Joy A. Williams, the email that it comes from is info@cw.org, right? Reply to is Mrs. Joy Williams 82 at yandex.com.
I've never heard of a Yandex.
And it's sent to undisclosed recipients.
Oh, so it wasn't just
dearly
you.
Beloved, I feel so slighted. I'm not even getting the love from Mrs. Joy Williams. How about you? Where'd your email come from?
Well, she definitely gives me a user at localhost.com.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. So it's that fabulous, and it's just really sad that this is where people think they can get money.
It is sad. And we have a better answer. If you're all about getting money, we have an expert who's going to come on. He's going to give us,
thankfully,
big data is going to give us some answers on seeing how it's affecting our ability to collect big money. That's coming next. We've got Larry Shumbray coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Your business is growing, but your computers are slowing. We can fix that. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we can help you take on the challenges of your growing business by helping you get the most out of your systems through availability managed services. We provide reliable protection with 24/7 system monitoring. Check us out at c2cc.net or call us at 303-933-1113. That's C-Squared Computer Consulting at c2cc.net.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
One of the most important tools in your business is your phone, and you can't afford dropped calls. You can afford Edgetronics. They get your phone system to work for you, not against you. As a certified veteran-owned business, they'll serve your business with honor, and they guarantee you'll always be able to reach them. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Give your phone some love, and you'll love the outcome. You can't afford intermittent service or static phone lines. You can afford Edgetronics. 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now. 720-443-3371.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Sitting in for Angel is Sabina Claus, business coach, accountability partner, consultant extraordinaire, good friend of the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. SabinaClaus.com. That's right. I said Sabina, S-A-B-I-N-A, Claus, just like Santa, C-L-A-U-S. I get a slum. You know what happens sometimes?
What?
My tongue gets wrapped around my eye tooth and I can't see what I'm saying. I apologize. SabinaClaus.com.
Thank you.
Hey, have you ever wondered or wanted to know what the big billion-dollar institutions were investing in talking about investing in the markets? Are you and or your advisor missing key data and losing out on potential growth? Well, our next guest is Larry Chambray, and he knows a thing or two. He's the Vice President of Business Development at eVestment. Previously, he's held positions as Vice President of Sales, East eMoney Advisor, Relationship Manager over at Schwab, and now he's here on the Experienced Pros Radio Show to give us a little bit of insight into what big data or smart data could be available to anyone in financial services. Larry, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Very nice to have you. Larry, let's start with a kind of a surface question, if you will, please. What the heck is smart data?
Great question. So smart data could be a number of different things. And we see that in the press a lot, and we're reading smart data across all industries. But for the institutional side or the investor side, the smart data is really the institutional data. Because, and the reason why institutional data is the smart data is because that's the actual money that's moving the markets. They place large 100 million, sometimes $1 billion block trades, and that's what's actually moving the markets. It's not your retail data today where your corner office advisor places a trade. It's really not affecting the market at all. It's really that big block trade or that large investment that a pension fund or insurance company or foundation is placing in the markets, and that's the smart data that's out there.
I got $50 a month, Larry. How does this help me?
Well, $50 a month. When I graduated from college, I remember all the financial advisors and smart institutional people saying put $50 or $100 a month in the S&P 500, and by the time you retire, you'll be a millionaire. If you want to stay conservative, that may be the case still. The S&P is pretty accurate. But if you're looking for more of a return and you want a little bit more performance, you really want to look at that institutional data and the asset flows and the product trends. And your financial advisor with Smart Vision Analytics and a tool like this will be able to speak with you about that.
So the Smart Vision Analytics is a tool that you're referencing, yes?
Yes, it is. It's one of our products based on a number of our core products where we're bringing in the institution and showing the advisors the institutional asset flows month over month and quarter over quarter, as well as the institutional product trends by universe and asset class, as well as universe trends. So they could see exactly what the institutions are searching, what they're buying and selling, and where the asset flows are moving within the institutional market.
Larry, this is probably a difficult question for you to answer, but I'm going to try it anyways, just because I think it's something that would probably be raised in the minds of our listeners. This is a new tool that your eVestment company has launched. Where would we be if you'd had this tool in 2008?
In 2008, great question. So there are, and the one thing that's surprising to me is when you look at professional asset managers out there that are managing these portfolios based, really for those larger institutions. When I've, compared the S&P 500 since, say 1995 to today over a 20-year period, it's actually done well. And you did have those markets. You had the dot-com era, you had 9/11, you had 2008. But if you look at 2008, there's some asset managers out there that were actually up in 2008. And if you look at their 10-year track record, they've been up over the past 10 years. So again, it's giving you that institutional intelligence into where would I be if I was in the markets in 2008, looking at some of these asset managers.
Yeah. So Larry, why is transparency for the investor, for the small business owner like myself? Why is it so important that we are transparent with you with this rich data that you have?
Sure. Well, if I could break that down into a number of answers for you, because number one, if you look at all the investable assets out there, half of the assets are in retail investors' hands or invested through retail investments like mutual funds and ETFs. The other half is in the institutional side. So if I'm looking at transparency and I go to Google or Yahoo Finance or any of those areas, financial market areas that I could see that data, I'm just looking at retail data. I'm not looking at the real institutional data that's moving the markets. So as an advisor, if I want to differentiate myself from all those other online tools out there, as well as the robo-advisors, I want to be able to sit down and have a smarter conversation with my clients and really make better decisions for them and based on their risk objective and their goals around a financial plan. And the institutional intelligence will really help that advisor and show that transparency into the markets for their end client.
You just tiptoed on something that we could do a whole nother segment on, and that is your risk tolerance, and because that plays a role in obviously in the investing world here, but you can certainly hedge your bet. Look at that! See what I did by going with this Smart Vision Analytics. Where do we find out more information about the tool?
Sure. To learn more about how institutional intelligence can help investors and financial advisors make smarter investment decisions, they could go to smartvisionanalytics.com.
smartvisionanalytics.com and smartvisionanalytics.com. Larry Shumber has been our guest. Larry, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention and for engaging us in a conversation that could quite possibly make more than sense, could make dollars.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. We come back. More positive business talk. Sabina Claus hanging out with us today on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Get your vehicle back into showroom condition with the most comprehensive auto detail from Bumper Dock Denver. They remove tree sap and pollutants from your car's painted surfaces, minor scratches are cleaned up with a high-speed polish, and the glaze finish is applied to restore a deep shine. Bumper Dock Denver understands that your vehicle is more than just a mode of transportation, it reflects your business. No matter what you drive, you get fast, friendly, honest service to protect your auto investment and bring out the full beauty of your car. 303-369-7292 or bumperdockdenver.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat, and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
That's right. We're going through changes again. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Sitting in for Angel is Sabina Claus. Sabina is a business coach. She's a consultant, and she is an accountability partner. She's going to help you develop your business's bottom line, but she does it more intuitively than many do. Yes.
Yeah. I have a lot of fun getting into people's business with them instead of speaking to them.
Right.
So we dig into the mess, and I work really hard on their DISC profiles and their love languages to figure out what makes them tick. And
DISC profiles?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We were going to talk about the DISC and how it affects customer service here in the second hour. But I wanted to bring up this. The music was changes, and we want to. There's something changing the way people are doing marketing today. Yeah. So says Pernille Brun Jensen out of Adweek this week. And they said next generation social analytics are making a difference in the way that we market. What do you think?
I can 100% agree with that.
Okay. I'm not going to put you on the spot and say, well, what the heck is next generation social analytics? Because I don't think anybody really knows.
Or really cares.
Well, here's what we can say. So we understand the word social, and it's to mean not just Facebook, but Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Oh, what was the headline that you got earlier? Instagram.
Yeah.
Right?
It's outdone Twitter in the amount of users it's gotten within a period of time.
It's become too big for you to ignore, I believe was the headline. And of course, Instagram is owned by Mr. Zuckerberg. Of course, it's going to have more listen followers, grammars. Does it have more Grammys?
More Grammys?
More grammars? All right. More grammar is better. That's what I have to say about that. But the social side we get, right? And we're all doing our very best to use it the way that we do.
Right.
The analytics side is what most small business owners are completely ignorant of.
It is.
They don't know how to track or measure an ROI, because they believe that ROI equals return on investment, and most people include investment in a conversation about dollars, and they didn't have to pay anything for these other people's free programs.
Right.
Therefore, it's impossible to track. We say that ROI stands for return on involvement.
Right.
Right.
And that's exactly it when it comes to social media and so forth.
And if you want to talk about money, well, I'll be the first to remind you that time is
money.
Right?
Big time.
So you're already invested. The question is, how are you tracking it? How are you, what are you doing in response to what's happening? And we're starting to see some trend changes for next generation social analytics and how marketing is shifting. First of all, intelligent analytical tools they raise red flags when your campaigns underperform.
Yes. Well, it depends on how you define underperform or what you're trying to gain out of your campaign.
That's true. Let me be the guinea pig here. We have a campaign going on right now. Angel and I we're taking the show national.
Right.
Right. And so we started an Indiegogo campaign to raise awareness of our impending move to a national market.
Right.
My assumption was that anybody who sees that there is positive business talk coming to their area of the country will immediately jump on and say, oh my gosh, bring that. And then there would be rich people who just go, I like positive stuff.
Right.
And and we're trying to raise not a small sum, $100,000.
Right.
That is to cover the cost of the expansion over the course of a year. And we believe that that's a reasonable thing. We have to date raised $725. Thank you so much, everybody who has given to us. We're not yet to our first 100,000 or 1,000 or 900. But I thought that, I had my goal for what I thought was going to happen. But when this thing is not performing as well as anybody thought it would, I just thought you put it out there and it takes off. It's not so.
No.
Well, I'm getting emails regularly. Hey, love your campaign. We can help you get it to more people than 2.
Oh,
Actually, 7. There's 7.
7.
Thank
Thanks
you.
to those who are listening.
Thank you. It can help us. Well, here's the truth. Those analytics and the onslaught of those emails all offering wonderful campaign, love your campaign, wish there was so many people going to get on board. Not one of them has given $5.
Right. Agreed.
But I guess here's the thing. The analytics speak for themselves, and they give us an alert saying, hey, you're either doing well or you could use some help. And that changes what we do, how we do it, and we are going to change our approach towards this. We still have time left in the campaign.
Absolutely.
So the second thing is that we can discover what influences the customer's purchases. So we get our customers, and you can watch Facebook, you can watch Twitter, you can watch the conversation, and you get to feel, get your fingers on the pulse of what's driving the change in
behavior in your customers.
Right.
Absolutely. And I love this point. Discover what influences your customer purchases. It's not just in social media that you got to worry about this. This is in everyday life.
Right.
So whether you're meeting them face to face, if you have to understand what does the customer need and how can you provide that need.
Absolutely.
And that's in social media. That's in any marketing strategy.
That's right. And if you know what motivates them, then you can come circle around and address that on the front side.
Yes.
Better to do it on the front side than as a response to a cynical question.
Yes.
That happens all the time. But if you can get on the front side of it, if you answer their question before they know that they have the question, then it will just flow on by.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Here's another thing that you can do. Using social analytics, you can get an edge on your competition.
Yes.
Watch your competition. Where are they getting their audience? Is their audience responding to them? How are they capturing market share? And what can you learn from that?
And usually it's because they're engaging with their customers on social media. And that's one thing that some of the clients do lack is that they don't engage with their audience and get them to see the power of engaging with them in conversation.
Absolutely. And then, what's the old saying? People do business with people that they know, like, and trust, right?
Right.
Well, people do business with people. And because they're people, sometimes problems happen.
They do.
But with social analytics, you can actually stem off a problem before they escalate into something huge.
Yes, being proactive.
Case example, a couple of weeks ago, we received notice of a situation where a customer was not pleased, not with us, but the story was customer was not pleased with the person who was serving them. And they took action on that. The first piece of action was they chose to tell us. Oftentimes that's counterproductive because we're not the police for all the business that happens in the city. The second thing, though, that they did was they filed a report on a national website, and by national I mean like federal website, and that triggers a domino effect of investigation.
Yeah.
Fortunately, my conversation with the person motivated them to remove the thing off the federal site, the complaint, and to stem it off before it became something, they could have gone to any number of review sites that could truly torpedo small business.
Right, it does.
So that was another thing. And finally, learning about your customers' interests outside your brand. You brought this up.
Yeah.
It's so important to know what your customers are doing when they're not dealing with you and purchasing you. Why? Because then you know more ways to repackage, remarket, come around the other side, and get into to helping them.
Absolutely.
Where they wouldn't expect it, or a referral.
Agreed.
Right.
And that's sometimes how you gain customers. Isn't necessarily that somebody comes to you first for their business.
Right.
If you are known as a connector or somebody who knows other businesses that can support and help that customer, they're going to remember that you are that go-to person, and then you're going to be top of mind with the branding and that you're saturating the market and you're out there.
That's just it. And so I found this article in Adweek interesting because as Pernille Brun Jensen says, it's it's transforming the way that we market the social analytics. This is the dumbed down version of the big data analytics that you heard us talking about in our first segment, but it is absolutely as relevant because it's all the same information, whether you're getting it through your Facebook profile and you're saying, okay, I want to know the analytics on this post that I just made, or you're getting it through an online portal that takes big data and brings it down to intellectual usability.
And you know what I absolutely love is that we have a directory. So for small business owners out there that are just, you're going, this is just too much. I can't even think beyond this. Just go to Experience Pros directory. There are several businesses that we like, know, and trust, and we do business with who help us through that social media landscape and how we market our business, how we run our campaigns. So don't feel like you have to be the expert in this. We have the people to go to for that.
You're absolutely right. You know, we do a 16-step vetting process of every company that is listed in our directory. And so we stand before and after them and make it, we've done a lot of that
vetting work for the small business owners. So you know that you can trust the people that are on the directory. So if you're feeling a little lost or confused, by all means, go to the directory and look up some of our social media content, and they will be more than happy to help answer that and help you get through that landscape.
ExperiencePros.com. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about how to get the most out of your business, Coach. What's that you say? You don't have one? Stop it.
Shut the front door.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
John Rush during the afternoon rush today at 3. on KLZ 560.
Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Meisner, New York Times bestselling author and founder of BNI, the world's largest networking organization. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the #1 best positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Put me in code. I'm ready to play this game.
That's right. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. What? You don't have a coach? Stop it. Really? You know, the best business coaches have business coaches.
Yes.
And it is it's where Angel and I got our start.
Yeah.
And we want you to know that you need to find a coach if you haven't found one. Well, gosh, we've got a whole bunch of them in the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Check them out.
Amazing coaches.
And one of them is sitting right next to me, Sabina Claus.
Thanks.
So very nice to have you along with us today. I thought we'd run a conversation a little bit about how to get the most from a business coach, because I think it's some people sign on to a business coach and sign up with a business coach because they're told, like I just did, you got to have one.
Right.
Right. They have no clue what to do with one.
Right.
But they're told
you got to have one.
Got to have one. Other people sign on and they focus on one element of what the coach is trying to deliver.
Right.
And that myopic approach can lead to a myopic business outcome. So you got to be careful there. What can you expect from a business coach, and how do you get the most out of it? Well, I came across a great article on the Businesswoman Media. That's a website I read.
Good for you.
Regularly. Just trying to figure you girls out.
Oh, it's a difficult task.
Yeah, there's the understatement of the year. But here's some pretty good stuff that I think I for the most part, I agree.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Number 1, remember that your coach is not the Google.
What?
You're paying huge money for your coaching, so don't waste your valuable coaching time asking questions that you can find answers for in a Google search.
I can agree with that.
Right?
Yes.
You know, had somebody come up to me on Saturday, sent me a text saying, I'm trying to decide for a business name and a new thing that I'm going to do as a blog. And they wanted to do this blog and tie it to their business and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, you take the kid out of the coach, but you can't take the coach out of the kid, right? So I'm there trying to help. And I asked a question. I said, well, has your choice, by the way, the name, very catchy.
Okay.
I really liked the name.
Okay.
And I said, has it ever been used before? And the person I was chatting with said, no. I said, really? Because it's really catchy.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything I have ever learned, having gone through the 2.5-year process of getting a federal registered trademark, you know, the little circle R?
Yeah,
On the words fan bragging?
Not always easy.
Not easy at all. Fan bragging. You think that? No, nobody ever thought of that, right? Well, nobody had, but there was a Fran Braggin. For a franchise company that we had to establish that we were doing business long before, and it's a different thing and all of that. So I just did a quick Google search. First page of Google was completely filled with other people all around the country using that name.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're going through the basic businesses of looking at marketing strategies, you do need to go onto Google and just do some basic searches. But then there's even other things that, remember, your coach is not a Google. I mean, if you're just looking for some unique time-saving techniques, oh my goodness, you just put in time-saving techniques. They're all over the place. Really use your time not to be Google searching.
A coach is a strategist, and if you let them lead the dance, you might actually learn to dance.
Yes.
Here's the second thing. Your coach is not your market. Let me explain that. Constantly asking your coach to veto any post that you want to put up on Facebook or email is not a good use of their coach. So your coach is not your target market. You need to know who your target market is. Your coach can help you find who the target market is.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then once you do that, you're leveraging their resource a little bit better. By the way, finding your target market, developing your niche, and really dialing it in is quite possibly one of the most difficult things.
It is. And that you can use your coach for.
Absolutely.
But using your coach, unless you're hiring, and this is also something that's a misconception, unless you're hiring a coach that is specifically marketing only,
right?
Then yes, talk to them about that.
Sure.
But when you're using a business coach or a consultant, that's probably not the best use of your time and money.
Or
your coaches for that matter.
No doubt your coach is interested in your success, and therefore the occasional, hey, I'm thinking about putting this out. Do you think it'll move the dial? Right?
Yeah.
That's welcomed.
Yes.
But for everything that you're getting ready to do in every post, you want to run it by them and all that, get yourself a marketing coach.
Yes.
or just push go, or better yet, try to figure out how to leverage the best assets that your coach brings to the table. Your coach is a Ferrari, not a Hyundai.
Wow, I'm a Ferrari. I kind of like that.
Think of your coach as a high-performance sports car. When you take a Ferrari out for a spin, you make it count. You go a little faster around the corners because you know the car can handle it, right?
Yep.
You take it places you don't usually go.
That's correct.
You get yourself in and out of trouble.
Push your boundaries when you
respect the
sit.
Performance. That's it, right?
You have to push your own boundaries and what your own expectations are. And don't necessarily feel like you have to lead it. Allow your coach to see where your boundaries are and let them push you.
When you jump into your Hyundai, you're going from point A to point B. Probably not all that exciting happening all along the way. You're just kind of averaging it out. You're not hiring a coach to be average.
Correct. You want to go above and beyond.
Right. You want that coach to push you to drive faster.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. At a high performance.
There you go.
Not just drive faster, but being a high performance business owner.
That's it. Gosh, this is a great article. I think we should have this as a running theme through several other segments in the rest of the show. So we're gonna put a stopper here with a ... I don't know what they call that, but it's a ... That one. And we're gonna come back and talk a little more about this, because hiring a business coach could quite possibly revolutionize your business. You are the business revolutionaries. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Over 400,000 businesses in Colorado have less than 10 employees. Your business probably fits into that category. Imagine what would be accomplished if everyone joined forces. The Colorado Micro Business Alliance brings owners together to give you a unified voice in state and local politics, as well as helps negotiate better deals for products and services. They offer top-level seminars and networking events. Join now for only $5 a month at coloradomicrobusinessalliance.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Join us on August 13th for Summer Toast 2015. It's the premier networking event for Colorado's top marketing and business professionals. Network with over 100 great organizations, companies, and colleges. Meet like-minded people to help you grow your business, win cool gifts, and enjoy all you can eat from Denver's finest eateries. Free cold beer, wine tastings, and of course, Experience Pros Radio Show will be there recording your free 30-second commercials. Your $30 ticket includes all you can eat from Denver restaurants, plus 2 drink tickets. Buy your tickets at summertoast.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
It's getting better all the time. I used to get mad at my school.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your business day to join us for hours. Sitting in for Angel today, Sabina Claus, who has many years of experience in the business coaching arena. Sabina, Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So we started our conversation just in the last segment about how to get the most from a business coach. We've gone through the first 3 of those. Are we on track? Are we doing? I mean, is this conversation relevant from the business coach's perspective?
Absolutely. There, some people, like you said, the majority of people that come to me, they're like, I'm not moving anywhere, and I was told to hire a coach.
Right.
So I don't know what to do about it, and they haven't really done any research because technically they just really don't have time to do the research.
Right.
So they'll come to me.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about your coaching.
Yeah.
What do you offer? What does that mean to come to you except to write a check? I mean, clearly we understand that nobody works for free in the business. So
right.
What for in exchange for our U.S. currency, what do you offer your clients?
My clients receive one-on-one time with me in which we can strategize either systems or maybe they need assistance with HR functionality.
Whoa. Slow down now. I got systems. I got that part.
Yeah.
HR functionality.
Yeah. So how do you hire somebody? How do you build policies, handbooks?
How about when you hire somebody?
That is usually the first thing.
Okay.
Because they're so overwhelmed. They really are. And it's scary to hire an employee for the first time. You've got taxes to worry about and policies and then insurance and all these extra things. And we go through that. So there's times that I feel like a counselor for them in their business.
Sure.
So I can help educate them, but also make them feel more comfortable with their decision.
I think that's, we talked a little bit about the intuitive side. Now I'll change the word and go towards the empathetic side. I think that you get the struggle of the day-to-day that your clients are going through, and you reach out from an empathetic point of view. It doesn't mean a sympathetic point of view.
Right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No. And sometimes I'm not going to be sympathetic. Sometimes I'm going to push them beyond their limits, like we talked about the Ferrari. I am all about having your vision and goal. You have to have your vision and goal before we can even move anyplace, right? Before you get in the car and drive.
Right.
But then how do we get there? What are the steps? I do a SWOT analysis. What is your strength, your weakness, your opportunities, your threats?
That's the SWOT, by the way.
SWOT.
Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
So whatever you're doing amazing at, I'm just going to keep pushing you on that. But wherever those opportunities, we're going to look and deep dive as to what we can do to overcome those challenges. Maybe it is that we need to hire somebody in. Maybe we need to hire somebody without. Or maybe we need to get educated.
Do you find that because, again, we just hired you. Now maybe we need to hire somebody else.
Right.
Do you find that there's not enough, or there's too much month at the end of the check? We serve a clientele in many ways who are doing all that they can. They're wearing all the hats because they don't have the capital necessarily to invest in the hiring of one more thing.
Agreed.
Much less several things.
And that's when we look at, okay, so what can we take on as a business owner? I am more than happy. I do. Well, most of my clients, I'll sit down with their CPA with them once a quarter. We'll take a look at that P&L. Where is everything?
They don't have a CPA. just trying to be the voice of the listener here.
You don't have a CPA, then that will always be my number one concern.
Okay.
Why?
All right.
And we need to figure out why. So when I sit down with a business owner and I find out that they're spending 8 hours of their week in their books, how much are they worth? How much are you worth?
Come on.
8 hours a week, and you're worth at least a minimum, the basic average, $100 an hour.
$100.
1 week of that $800 could pay for a month or 2 months worth with your bookkeeper and CPA.
Well,
and that
but
frees
wait a
up
minute,
your
when
8
I,
hours.
When I do my 8 hours, I'm not paying myself $100, so therefore it's not costing me $100, right?
No, it's costing you. Because that 8 hours you can be out with clients, you can be bringing money in.
Doing the sweet spot of what you do, business development, because no one is more excited about your business than you
are. Absolutely. And you are. So yes, it is costing you money to sit down and do that. It is costing you money to do your own social media.
Yeah.
It is costing you money to do your own website. I could keep going, but I get it. I can totally empathize with Sabina. I don't have that kind of money right now. So how do I do this? And so that's when we have to really analyze what's the most important things. And that's what we work on.
Yeah. You know, that's the old biblical truth, where your heart is, your treasure is also. It really does apply. Well, it's an interesting segue into, we're going to come back to that article, the 10 tips for get the most from your business coach. And tip number 4, according to this article in the businesswomanmedia.com, is hire a virtual assistant.
Yeah.
Sometimes that is the best first step.
It is.
In freeing up those hours so that you can, and maybe your VA is competent at bookwork. Frankly, I think that you need a bookkeeper or a CPA.
You do. Legally, you do.
Yeah. But you know,
this hiring a VA is an aha. I've sat with 5 clients in the last month where we have sat down and just ran through that major to-dos and tasks that they had to get done. And they're just looking at me saying, when am I going to have time to do this? And so I help them. We found a VA who is project-based. And it was funny. They're like, it's easily going to take me 8-10 hours to get all of this done. The VA had it done in an hour.
Wow.
The reason why is that VA is literally focused on that project on hand.
That's what they do.
That's what they do. As a business owner, we're focused on 10 different things. So we'll be right in the middle of trying to handle whatever we're trying to handle at the time. And then we get sidetracked by a customer calling.
Or an email.
Something is always sidetracking us. We're multitasking. We're doing all these things. VAs don't do that. They literally focus at the task at hand. They can get it done at the fraction of the time that we do.
You know what a business owner does? Like me. He takes home his work on the weekend, and the minute, okay, so this is a confession here. I get home, I know that I've got a bunch of stuff that has to get done because it didn't get done because I am the business owner and I'm putting out fires all over the place, taking on all these other things going on and whatnot. So with all the good intentions in the world, and by the way, I work more than half days. Right? You know what a half day is, right? 9 to 9?
9 to 9.
Right. I typically work much more than a half day every day through the week. So I neglect my apartment. And that's just the way that it is.
Most business owners do.
So I get to the Saturday, which is the day that I should be resting and relaxing and going to the pool and hanging out and doing whatever. I open up my computer with the solid intent to do the work.
And you get distracted.
All of a sudden, I realize those dishes have been sitting there for a week. and you know what? That laundry is not going to do itself.
It isn't.
And oh my God, is that dust underneath the television? Oh my gosh. And all of a sudden, these things that I don't give a rip about
are now bugging you.
They're bugging me. Why? Because I have something in front of me that has to be done. And I feel an emotional resentment towards the need to do them on my weekend, and therefore I find all these other things. I don't know about you, but I don't dig cleaning the toilet. It's not my favorite thing. But by golly, when I have to go do something at work on a weekend, the toilet needs cleaned again. It's one of those things.
It is. And that's probably the number 2 item that I deal with a lot with clients is time management, because how do you have that life and work balance? And it's a matter of that priority and mentally having your vision in place,
right,
so that you know exactly what needs done at the time.
Absolutely. Sabina Claus is our co-host this hour, sitting in for Angel. She'll be here in the next hour as well. Business coach, consultant, accountability partner. She's all over the social media thing. She gets it all. But Sabina, give your contact information.
You can reach me on my cell. I will pick up after the show.
After the show.
At 303-906-2244.
Do that again.
303-906-2244.
It's the accountability side of things. If what she's saying is resonating to you, pick up the phone call. The conversation is free. You can text her. You can text her all day long.
Yeah.
I know lots of people who do. So that's good, solid stuff. Sabina, can you stick through the next hour and hang with me?
I'll be happy to.
And because we're going to talk about a lot of those things in the next hour that you mentioned, including the DISC personality profile. Yep. I used to administer that, and now I'm just a victim of it. What does it have to do with customer service? We're going to talk about effective time management, all kinds of cool stuff. Jim Smith coming on in the next hour as well. You are listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is the most positive business talk show in America.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
SquareTrade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with 1 claim compared to Asurion total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your new smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Abernethy, and I founded SquareTrade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to $199 deductible when you break your phone. SquareTrade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. We can save you over $240. And switching to SquareTrade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to SquareTrade now and save over $240. Visit squaretrade.com. That's squaretrade.com.
SquareTrade! Hi, this is Scott Watley. Tune in every Saturday afternoon at 1 for Sportsman of Colorado right here on KLZ 560. If you like the outdoors, you'll love Sportsman of Colorado.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at KLZ560radio.com. KLZ 560.
USA Headline News. I'm Ron Taylor. A weekly event in Northwest Baltimore took an ugly turn. Police put on body gear last night to break up a crowd they say was throwing rocks at them.
They pose a very immediate and extreme danger to the community.
Major Mark Party with the Baltimore Police Department says these sorts of incidents drain his resources. It happened on Reisterstown Road as police broke up a crowd of hundreds watching people ride dirt bikes up and down the street. The man accused of killing 8 people, 6 of them children, inside a Houston home Saturday night is due in court today. The Harris County Sheriff's Office says David Conley has a violent criminal past and is being held without bond. After a weekend of refusing to apologize for a remark many say crossed the line, Donald Trump is set to speak out again this morning on ABC's Today Show. The Republican presidential frontrunner stayed busy over the weekend, denying he blamed tough debate questions from a Fox News anchor on her possibly being normal. This is USA Headline News.
I had Belvita breakfast biscuits this morning. Then what did I do? Made my bed, fed my fish, got dressed, cleaned the dish, remembered to floss, but still didn't do it. Ran a lap on the track, dropped my phone, didn't crack, got in before the boss, made sure that he knew it. Oh, hey, you just getting here?
Crunchy Belvita breakfast biscuits are made with delicious ingredients and carefully baked to release steady energy all morning long. Share your morning win. Belvita.
Morning win.
The founder of Lumber Liquidators has returned and is taking us back to basics so you can get the best selection of quality hardwood at the best price. This week, get clearance deals on pre-finished hardwood starting at $129. Hand-scraped tobacco road acacia for much less than what you pay elsewhere. More from 59 cents and 18 months financing.
Hi, I'm Tom Sullivan. I started Lumber Liquidators over 20 years ago with the basic idea, cutting out the middlemen, just good wood at a good price.
Sale ends Tuesday. Visit lumberliquidators.com to find a store near you.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. And all today, sitting in for Angel, who is yet on vacation, is Sabina Claus, business coach, accountability expert, and partner and consultant. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Fun. We're talking about all kinds of things, including how to get the most out of your business, coach. We'll address that in future segments as well. But this just in the news, Tokyo, a Japanese company, unveiled a brand new product called the Walk Car.
It is so cool.
Portable transportation device designed to fit in the backpack when not being used. It steers. You steer the Walk Car by leaning in the direction you want the device to try. It looks like I don't know how to describe it. It looks like a scale.
It looks like a scale,
right?
Yeah.
Like you would weigh yourself in your bathroom.
Yeah.
With wheels.
Yes.
Right. And by leaning in the proper direction, it will turn and go. It can support a weight of about 265 pounds. So there are some of my friends who I'm sorry. You'll have to wait for the Walk Car Plus. But it's an interesting deal that will let you kind of run around and go places.
I actually have a buddy that is a representative of a company very similar to this that's been hitting all the trade shows, especially in Vegas and in New York.
Is that right?
And these are going off the shelves like crazy in major metropolitan areas.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this. I think that if you're interested in the Walk Car, you should definitely check out Solo Wheel, Colorado. Solo Wheel, Colorado. Now, Solo Wheel, Colorado is a little bit different, and it's solowheelcolorado.com. It's a little different. The Solo Wheel is exactly what it appears to be. It is a wheel.
It's a wheel.
With foot pads. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you straddle this. Mm-hmm. Think of a unicycle without the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I've actually been on one of those.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, my friend Dennis owns the area out here, Solo Wheel, Colorado. He's a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory. He's a phenomenal human being. He's pretty much a rocket scientist. I mean, like for real, a rocket scientist. In Solo Wheel, Colorado. And it's kind of like this, except Solo Wheel, Colorado is not going to get stuck in the sidewalk cracks.
Yeah, because it's a little bit higher. And,
it's a lot higher. It's like a bicycle wheel, like a motorcycle wheel that you straddle between your legs, and you lean and off you go.
I don't recommend it in heels.
No, probably not.
Yeah, tennis shoes. I did it in heels. It was not. Yeah, it's the voice of experience speaking. Mm-hmm. Don't do it in heels. Tennis shoes are a must, but it is a very cool thing.
Yeah. Now I was concerned about my thoughts on this Walk Car because I have been accused of being a lookist. And I did not think that lookist was a word, so I lookisted up.
Up in our authority, the Urban Dictionary.
The Urban Dictionary, right? The Urban Dictionary, right?
And what did it say, Eric?
Well, I don't know if I should actually read this over the air, but I'll try. The dictionary, the first listing in the Urban Dictionary is assuming one's character based on physical appearance or looks only. So, as a person may or may not be considered a racist, there's this thing called a lookist, and you make a judgment based on the character, or in this case, the value of the writing scale, called the what is it called? The car?
The walk car.
Walk car.
The car in a bag.
Right.
Okay.
So I made my own. I lookist did it. What is? Did I lookist did it? What? I don't even know how to say.
The lookist.
I lookisted it.
He lookist.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out the grammar behind this. How to put it into a sentence.
Robin says this. How can you be so lookist? I can't read the next word.
No, you
can't read the next word. The FCC is now turning up their volume. Going,
but it's pretty much.
What is Eric about to say?
But it's pretty much just stating that a lookist is somebody who bases the character off of somebody's physical appearance right off the bat, instead of allowing the person's conversation and getting to know them to be able to quote unquote judge their character.
If you're an ageist, did you know there's ageists?
Ageism.
If you're into ageism, you're biased, you're prejudiced.
Yep. Materialistic.
You could be a lookist. So lookist out for being a lookist. I don't know. It's a weird word. I didn't know it even existed. All right. On that note, we're going to come back from a commercial here in just a moment. Just saw another word that I'm not allowed to say on this show. I must close my web browser now and clear the cache.
Please.
We'll be back after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now. 720-443-3371.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With Availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
Are you providing benefits for your employees? There are many ways to help them and also help yourself using tax-deferred plans, executive bonuses, and the like. Talk about it with someone you trust. Call me today, and let's explore what is the best answer for you. 720-356-6474. 720-356-6474. This is Jim Smith with Prudential. Tune in every Monday morning for more tips at 11:35 right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today, csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Dana Lash, 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
I want to reach out and grab you. Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. When I say the word disc, do you think Frisbee?
Most people probably do.
Right.
Yeah.
And yet, the disc profile, personality profile assessment is legendary.
It is.
And Sabina, do you use profile assessments when it comes to guiding the conversation with your clients?
Absolutely. Yeah. I have to understand what DISC profile they are so I know how to communicate to them.
And is DISC the preferred profile assessment that you opt in for?
I use a combination. I use DISC and love languages.
Okay. All right. We've talked at extensive length about certainly the love languages and a little lesser to the extent of the DISC. Of course, we've got other folks who really understand the language, the personalities from other assessment tools. Check out the directory. We've got personality assessment folks in there right now.
Yep.
Help me understand, what does the DISC stand for? It's an acronym, DISC.
Yeah, so it's dominant, influential,
okay,
compliant,
all right,
and steady.
Okay. Now you did DICS, and that's
dominant, influential, steady, compliant.
Thank you. DISC. Just want to make sure that we get our acronyms correct. Just the way it's spelled. DISC.
Okay.
So I found this article that talks a little bit about customer service and how to affect customer service based on who it is you are
dealing with,
connecting with, right? And I think that it's an important thing that in customer service that we exceed expectations, but that we don't dumb down the expectation of what I mean. So I hear people always say, what is the phrase? That they are, when it comes to exceeding expectations, they want to set lower expectations, therefore it's easier for them to exceed them.
Yes.
Don't set lower expectations, set higher expectations, and then continue your process of exceeding. How do you deal with high D or dominant personalities? And by the way, do you want to share where you land on the DISC profile?
So there is your natural ornate, and then there is your learned.
Correct.
So my natural is influential.
Okay, so you're one of the eyes.
I'm the eyes. I'm the eyes on the wheel.
Yeah.
My learned is dominant.
Your learned is dominant?
Yes.
Okay.
I've had to learn through my life to be able to dominate conversations, to be able to, when you conduct workshops and so forth.
Coach.
Yes, right. So I have to learn how to be. But I am very much a people person. I like to people please, and I really enjoy making sure that other people are comfortable around me, which is the influential side of me.
Yes. Okay. So if you have a high D or a high I, first of all, high D, they can be perceived as aggressive sometimes pushy.
Mm-hmm.
They can sometimes sound intrusive, demanding.
Yes.
And yet, here's what they require. They require results.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Tangible signs of progress.
Yes. No excuses.
No excuses for sure. Evidence that they have control of the situation and belief that time is being saved.
And it's all now.
Relevant. Yeah. It's got to happen right now.
Yes.
The influencer, if you are going to try to affect a positive customer service experience for them, then they require personal attention.
Yes, they do.
They want eye contact. They want to feel like they are the center of your universe.
Yes.
They want affirmation of their side in any given situation, which is complicated because their side may not be right.
That's correct.
So they want to be affirmed, and then here comes the dominant side saying, or actually, a better influence to this is the steady side coming alongside and saying, I completely understand and I realize and accept, but gently, ever so gently, let's consider this other alternative.
Yes, it's the assurance side of them.
There's lots of verbal give and take.
Yes.
The communicators, the I side
yes.
of it. They also want to know that their effort is being that it's valuable.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So the steadiness style, the high S's in the disc profile, if you will. This is what makes them comfortable.
Yes.
You ready? You make them feel like they are personally okay.
Yes.
Because sometimes they have esteem issues.
Yes, and they don't like change frequently.
Right.
And they also have a tendency when there is a crisis or something that has to change immediately, they get a little unsteady.
You need to let them know that crisis is going to go away soon, right?
Yes.
Oh, hold on, all hands on deck, but just for a minute because it's going to go away. We're going to see it smooth out. Guarantee that the process is going to be relaxed and pleasant.
Yes, they don't like high tension, so they don't tend to work well with the high Ds,
right?
Because the high Ds want something fast and now and today,
right?
And the steady, they kind of want their process to happen.
Yes, and then you show that you're committed to working with them to iron out the problem, whatever it may be, so that you're going to save the relationship.
Yes, they're very much about the relationship.
Remember that, because we're going to end this in a second. Dealing with the high C, the conscientious or compliant styles. High C's won't loudly carp and cajole like high D's or high I's, but they're not going to be submissive either.
No.
Here's how you lessen the tension if a high C is having a problem. First of all,
suggest they're right.
Please, you know what? You are absolutely right in that. You're like, oh, I'm a high D. I'm not going to tell them that they're right. It is to everybody's great advantage.
Yes.
Let them be right.
Yes.
Okay. Explain the process and the details.
Yes, they are all about those.
Show their appreciation, your appreciation for their accuracy. And their thoroughness. And at all costs, help them save face.
Yes.
That's so important.
Yes. So
I asked you at the top where you came in.
Yeah. So what is yours, Eric?
I am a off the charts, both sides DI. I am a high. I mean, I blow the lid off the ceiling of an ID.
I would have never guessed.
Right. Well, here's the funny thing. Guess what Angel is? She's actually moved a little bit.
I would say maybe a SI.
Yeah, she's probably an SD more than an SI. She's the one who gets the thing done.
Yes.
This is the way it goes.
Yes.
But don't rock my boat while I'm doing it. Which, of course, Eric comes along and he's like, watch what happens when I rock the boat like this. And, the outcome is legendary.
Yes.
So there it is. That's the DISC profile personality assessment. Sabina Claus hanging out with us on board with us while Angel is on vacation. The good news is Angel should be back. Should be back tomorrow. And Sabina, thank you for going through that with me.
Yes, thank you.
I appreciate it. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Eric and Sabina on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Edgetronics wants you to be happy with your business phone system. Get your phones to work for you, not against you. The friendly folks at Edgetronics can help you plan ahead to keep your business operating when there may be a phone system outage. They offer solutions with VoIP, non-VoIP, and hybrid telephone systems. Upgrade to the system with features that will meet your company's growing needs. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. No business is too small or too large, and the customer service at Edgetronics will make you smile. Call now, 303-766-1699, or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LOB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com will help you find the best in customer service, and you can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. And you may find yourself in another part of the world.
I just want to sit here and listen to this. Say, what? This is not my house. This is not my wife. As the days go by, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks, Charlie, for Talking Heads. Love them. Sabina Claus is hanging out with us today. Sabina is, of course, a business coach, an accountability partner to you and your business. Consultant extraordinaire. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's my privilege. So you brought up earlier in the first hour the fact that you help your clients with something, time management.
Yes.
Right? Well, everybody knows that I am an expert in the subject.
I'm sorry.
What's going on there? That's an inappropriate time to laugh.
I'm sorry. We just know you, Eric.
What? I know a thing or two.
You know. Just because you know doesn't mean you necessarily implement.
Well, let's find out. I brought up a list what the experts say.
Let's see what the experts have to say, shall we?
For effective scheduling and time management. Let's see how many of these I do.
Okay.
All right, and I'll be honest with you.
Okay. So the first one is plan the night before.
I do that.
Are you sure?
Most times.
The question is, what are you planning the night before?
I'm planning the day's activities. So Angel has taught me.
Yes.
It's a matter of survival for me to check the calendar the night before
Yes.
to make sure that my day is all planned out. I discovered, Angel's been on vacation all this last week. So,
Right.
so we didn't go work out, and we normally work out on Mondays and Thursdays.
Right.
And Monday was a very active day because that was the day she was leaving. And then Thursday, she was gone.
Oh, well.
Why would I go? So I checked the calendar, and she has the ability to add stuff to my calendar.
Uh-oh.
Guess what I'm doing this afternoon?
What are you doing this afternoon?
I am working out at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe.
Good job.
I found that out last night, and
Because you looked
made sure I
the night
packed
before.
the bag. Yes, important. What's the next one?
The next one, select one key task.
Yeah. Okay. So this I'm pretty good at because I find the one thing that I got to get done today and make sure that it gets done today, which goes along with the third one, and that is take that key task and make it the first thing that you do.
Eat the frog. Well, usually that task is not what you want to do.
Eat the frog?
Yes. So it's the whole mindset of you don't want to necessarily eat the frog, but if you're going to do it, get it done first thing in the morning so that way it's done.
Why the hell would anybody eat a frog?
Well, it's just that task can sometimes be looked at. I don't want to eat the frog. I don't want to do that task. I hate that
You
task.
ever see the cartoon with the frog strangling the stork?
Well,
Guess
that's what
my
your task
nickname was
is doing.
in high school.
Stork?
Yes. I don't want to eat the frog. The frog doesn't want to be ate.
Well, sometimes it's best to just get that task done first thing in the morning so that you could just move on with the rest of your day.
Oh, back to the Urban Dictionary and find out what the hell that frog
Eat
has to do
the
with
frog. Eat the frog. It just means that you wouldn't necessarily want to eat a frog. You don't want to eat the frog at the beginning of your day, but if you finish it, then it's done for the day and you can get on with the pleasant tasks you want to do.
Why would you have to eat the frog?
Because it is the most unpleasant task to have.
But.
Oh, Eric. Okay, we're going to go to number 4.
All right, what is number 4?
Number 4 is context-based lists. If you have less than 2 lists, effective scheduling can work off of just one list. However, you have to have a greater number of tasks you need to consider text-based lists.
Okay, so here's the concept on this.
Yep.
Context-based lists involve making sure. See, I'm still trying to eat that frog.
It's identifying where you're going to do that task. Are you going to do it at your desk? Is it something that you need to call? Is it somebody that you need to get in contact with or
grouping all the
face-to-face?
things that you're going to be, okay, if it's a phone call,
Yes.
you group all your phone calls.
Yes.
If it's in your office, it's all the things I'm going to be doing in my office.
Right.
If it's while you're out and about on town,
Then that's
it's
what you're doing.
all the tasks that you need to do while I am in town. That makes complete sense to me.
Yes, it does. But it's a matter of making sure that you put those in the groups that they need to be so you remember.
Okay. I don't do that, but it would make sense if I
It
did.
does make sense. Okay, number 5, no agenda, no meeting. In other words, if you don't have an agenda written out and you know specifically what you're
Right.
going to that, why are you having the meeting?
You know what? God bless the author of this article, because I'm still in the land of meaningless meetings,
It's a waste of
directive-less
time.
meetings.
It's a waste of time.
I have I went on the record last week. We Angel and I have gone through more meetings in the last 3 weeks than we probably have in the last 2 years combined. And most of those are agenda driven because Angel's a part of them. But not all of them have been. And sometimes I find myself internally rolling my eyes because I'm stuck in a meeting.
Could that have been done in an email versus
or
having to gather everybody and waste everybody's time face to face?
Or not at all.
Or not at all.
I'm just saying.
Okay, establish rituals is number 6.
What?
Yes,
Establish
establish rituals. So if you're going to go to the gym, Eric,
Yeah.
it needs to be the same time, the same days, right? It's the same with your morning routine. I mean, if when you get up, you take a shower, you read, you meditate, whatever you're doing, you got to do it on a ritualistic
Wait a
time.
minute, you take a shower? Just kidding.
I did take a shower. I do smell nice today. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Find
does.
yourself in a regular routine. Routines are
Some people call it habit, which is fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 7, only time specific tasks go in your calendar.
What does that mean?
Okay, so if you know that it's going to take you an hour to do a specific, it needs to go in the calendar. Or if you have a deadline for something, it needs to go in your calendar. Tasks are things that you can do in under 15 minutes between heresies and theirsies.
Oh, so what?
Between heresies and theirsies. I'm going to coin it.
Here'sies and there'sies?
I'm going to coin it.
I think you should. Go to the Google and see if anybody else has ever said that word before. So you're talking about the difference between projects and tasks, which is another thing. The task is the project is the overriding thing. That's a calendar thing. The tasks are the steps that get the project done.
Right. Yep. Yeah, if it takes you under 15 minutes to do something, it should not be a task.
Oh.
That should be in the calendar. You guys have discussed that many a times on the show.
Well, mostly Angel. Yes, but it's in large part because calendar appointments get precedence.
They do.
So, you may have a task, or they should.
Mm-hmm.
You may have something in a scheduled appointment in your calendar. Maybe it's even family time.
Yes, very important to
I'm going
make
to give
sure
my
that's
family
scheduled.
more than 15 minutes.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
And then the other thing is, if you have that task written down and it just seems like it's carrying over from day to day, see if it's maybe too big and you need to put it in more bite-sized pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So planning a party is not necessarily a task, but sitting down and writing down every single item that has to happen for that party, such as ordering invites, ordering decorations, food, those are individual tasks that go into that overarching item.
Basically, you need a woman, or I need a woman to figure this stuff out for me. I think I scored a good score.
You did very
I'm
well.
at least 50%.
Very proud. Very proud.
So it's all good. Hey, listen, time management is, I've said for years, time is what you make of it, and you prioritize the things that are important to you.
Yes.
If it's an important thing to you, you will get it done, and that's all there is to it. All right, we're gonna have to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, guess who's in the house?
I don't know who's
Jim Smith. With Prudential, and he's going to help us know what's going on in the world of finance. Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat, and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
It's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith.
The following discussion will cover general financial topics. It is not meant to provide individual advice, nor is it meant to provide specific recommendations with regard to products or strategies. General tax information may be discussed, but it is not meant to be tax or legal advice. The listeners should consult their own financial, tax, and legal advisors regarding their particular situation. James Smith is a licensed financial professional who is appointed by multiple companies to sell insurance and financial products. However, the views expressed during this discussion are solely his own or the views of the hosts of the Experience Pros radio show. Not all products and or features, if discussed, including benefits and riders, may be available in all states. James Smith offers securities as a registered representative of Pruco Securities, LLC, Pruco member SIPC.
And now it's time for What's Going On with Jim Smith on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. It is time for What's Going On in the World of Finances. Jim Smith, of course, is our financial professional with the Prudential Insurance Company of America in New Jersey and is licensed right here in the state of Colorado. Jim, welcome to you.
I am. Good morning. How you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing fantastic.
I am excited today about our workshop next week.
Is it next week? Is it this week?
No, it's next week. It's the
August
18th on Tuesday,
right?
From 1 to 3.
Oh.
And right here at the Experience Pros Mothership.
The mothership. Okay, so let's explain that, translate that for you folks. Right here at 2821 South Parker Road, this is where we have our corporate headquarters. Of course, this is where the radio station is that we broadcast out of as well. And it's going to be in the basement conference room.
Yes.
From 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. on August 18th. Jim, what are you talking about?
Well, I'm going to talk about being prepared with your small business today and being prepared for tomorrow. And part of that is going to be the discussion for today is going to be led by one of our own Experienced Pros people,
Patricia,
Patty Langlois.
Yeah, Patty Langlois. She's an amazing CPA. Got voted the best CPA in the state of Colorado by the Fan Braggin contest.
She's going to lead a discussion on what the best way to set up your corporation. And I'm going to talk about business continuation, how to prepare your business for tomorrow.
You know, it's such an important topic that I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to ask you for your phone number, and I'm going to have people contact you right away.
They have to, because I need to buy some snacks, if you will.
Right.
And I want to make sure I have enough. So please, there is limited seating down there, I know, but 720-356-6474.
Again, a little slower.
720-356-6474.
Fantastic.
Is that better?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if you're not set up for the future, and if you're not in the present with your tax liabilities and an understanding of what's the best way, LLC, S Corp, C Corp, whatever, you've got to come to this event. It's free, yeah?
It's free, absolutely. You get free advice from a financial advisor and a CPA. So I think, why wouldn't you do it, right?
It's a must for every small business. Honestly,
Absolutely.
small business owners, we're not experts in this, and we shouldn't be.
We'll be there. You should be too. What's the number again?
720-356-6474.
Just please call them and tell them I'm coming. That's all
we
need.
need. Just give me your name, leave on voicemail.
There you go. Jim, what are we talking about today?
You know what? I want to have a little bit of a game with you. Tell me what you guys know about where should you be investing for your future.
Oh.
If I had the magic wand, I'm not talking about I should invest in a certain stock, but I mean the vehicle that I should invest in for my future. What are some 4 basic areas, and what are some basic rules you've got to consider before you do it?
Oh, all right. Okay. So
who wants to go first?
Well, what's this thing about 401k?
Well, if you don't have one, you may not understand it. If you do have one, you still may not understand it. Right?
Isn't that the truth?
There's the truth right there.
But
all right.
benefits to 401k is a company plan, of course. Many of you have them.
Yep.
But there's larger contribution limits every year, and they're growing.
That's good news.
They are growing. Right now, it's $18,000 per, and if you're over 50, then you get an extra $5,000.
Is that $18,000 just my contribution, or what if they match?
Well, then the company matches you. If that company has a match, I can look at any plan and tell you whether or not you have a company match.
Okay.
But the caveat is you have to wait till 59 and a half to get that money out, typically.
Right.
There are loan provisions, but you got to wait. Otherwise, you're penalized and taxed.
Okay. All right. So you got to be careful with the penalties and the taxes. Okay.
That's correct.
Let me go with one. IRAs. What's involved in that?
Two kinds of basic IRAs, the traditional IRA, the Roth IRA.
Right.
We've had discussions about the differences before, but it's extra way to put money into an account and tax defer it. That means I'm going to defer my taxes till later. And the lack of paying taxes between now and then allows your money to compound.
Come on now.
You can keep your investment growing at a great pace. There's another unique opportunity that we should talk about with every client. Maybe we'll do it on another show, but there are unique opportunities with IRAs for estate planning, and I think it's really good to sit down with somebody who understands that.
Okay.
Because IRAs have unique niches.
Yeah.
Well, and when it comes to estate planning, I read a statistic in today's paper that says 1 out of every 1 will die.
Everybody will die.
You need one.
And you know, Eric, everybody has an estate, even if they don't think they do.
Right.
Your kids will figure that out when you're gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's have
there
that
is
smile.
an estate, but there is some caution.
Okay.
You have income limits to how much you can contribute based on income.
Okay.
And so you got to make sure that you understand there's a unique new law that says you can only transfer IRA to another IRA only a certain amount of times per year now.
Oh.
That's a new law that went into existence. So it's something to be aware of. And we can help people with that.
Very, very good to know. All right.
I'm always confused. So please tell me, brokerage accounts versus managed accounts.
Well, a brokerage account is basically you just set up an account with a brokerage firm, an investment account. You pay your taxes as you go, whether it's capital gains or income. The growth is there. It's not deferred, right? It's liquid. That means you can get to it at any time. A managed account says most of your brokerage accounts, you pay some type of upfront sales charge, or you get a no load and you have higher management fees.
Whoa, no load.
No load means I didn't pay anything up front.
Okay, all right, good.
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody gets paid though. You're not going for free.
Right.
Right.
A managed account basically based on a minimum investment allows you as an investor to have an advisor manage your account for a fee.
Okay.
And they have access to moving it around quickly for you and being nimble.
So, and are they at risk of what if the market turns?
Well, all of these accounts are subject to markets, right? Today the market's on an uptick I wish I was Berkshire Hathaway today because I make a decision as a major company and it affects the market.
Yeah.
And that's part of what's happening today.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we also last week had a very, down week in the market. So you could lose money and you can gain money. Every 10-year segment in the stock market has been a positive gain. There's never been a 10-year segment where we lost money. But there have been lost money in the middle of that.
Right. You have to ride the wave.
You got to ride the wave.
Understood.
And you need to ride the wave with somebody captaining your ship that understands the waves.
Amen.
A little bit to know.
Yeah.
So that managed money account is a more licensed, more professional person that's had more experience in riding the waves.
Oh, Captain, my captain, would you please give your phone number?
720-356-6474. And I will tell you, we at Prudential and my team of advisors, we are dedicated to helping people ride these waves and listening to what you're concerned about.
Yeah.
Not just coming up with our own good ideas. We want to hear what you're concerned about and really give you good advice.
All right. I got another question for you.
All right.
And this goes on something we talk about regularly here.
Yeah.
And yet I don't know that it goes the 6 inches necessary to penetrate many times.
Okay.
Annuities.
It's a whole nother conversation, but annuities are a good vehicle to invest tax deferred. Just like IRA, just like 401k.
Right.
They defer the gains until your age 59 and a half. That can be with any money, albeit you can put IRA money into an annuity. But basically, it's monies maybe I inherited money.
Right.
Maybe I got a great big bonus and I want to save that for my future. Maybe something happens. I sold a property and I want to grow that. Well, the annuity contract allows you to be in contract with the company that gives you certain guarantees.
Right.
And don't get into one that doesn't have the guarantees, A, and B, don't pay too much for it. So make sure we're looking at the fees. But guaranteed income payouts, they also have principal protection. What that means, Eric, is if you put in $100,000 in an annuity,
right,
and you've gone ahead and beneficiaried that to your 12 kids,
right,
and you pass away, and your $100,000 in the market was 90, they would sure it up for your beneficiaries to 100.
Oh, that makes sense.
Even if the market had dropped.
So you're protected.
You have some protection built in.
Okay.
As well as income protection, which, by the way, Prudential has the leading annuity products that give you daily step-ups in the market for guaranteed income. So I'd love to talk to people about it. It is the #1 annuity contract in the industry right now.
Guaranteed income. Did you hear that, business owners? Wouldn't that be nice? There seems to be no guarantees in life except death and taxes. But
there's a challenge.
There is a challenge there. All right. Jim Smith with Prudential. The phone number to call is 720-356-6474. 720-356-6474. You can write him an email at james.smith@prudential.com. It's pretty easy to remember, james.smith@prudential.com. And I want to reemphasize, coming up a week from tomorrow is the workshop that you're offering. Your business, are you set up for today and tomorrow? It's a collaborative effort between two of the members of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, James Smith and Prudential, and Patty Langlois, CPA. You're not going to find a more expert panel than this. Come and find out. But please, right now, call Jim and say, I'm going to be there. That's your RSVP right there.
That is it.
I'm going to be there. And it's just that simple. But that helps him figure out how many cocktail wieners to purchase. Is that all right?
That is perfect. And I will tell you, my presentation is called Defining Points.
Yeah.
It's defining points for your business. It's great material. And you probably pay a lot to go to a seminar like this.
Well, you don't have to pay a lot with Jim. It's free. It's August 18th. That's Tuesday, 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. at the Basement Conference Center here at the Experience Pros Tower. I'm just going to go with that until somebody challenges me. 2821 South Parker Road here in Aurora. The number to call one more time, 720-356-6474. We'll be back with more positive business talk. We'll wrap this show up. Sabina Claus sitting in for Angel. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
All right, back after this.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Anyone can wash a car, but Bumper Dock Denver Auto Detailers can give your car the care it deserves. Get your car looking astonishing for another beautiful Colorado weekend. Bumper Dock Denver is just a phone call away. A Bumper Dock Professional Detail restores and protects your vehicle from damage caused by the sun and other factors. Special attention is paid to every inch of your vehicle. Bumper Dock Denver offers the most comprehensive auto detailing service available. Bumper Dock Denver, 303-369-7292 or BumperDockDenver.com.
Join us on August 13th for Summer Toast 2015. It's the premier networking event for Colorado's top marketing and business professionals. Your $30 ticket includes all you can eat from Denver restaurants, plus 2 drink tickets. Get your tickets at summertoast.com.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Braggin' Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune into the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. When you hear those horns, you know Chicago listens to the Experience Pros Radio Show. At least that's my hope.
Well, yeah.
I'll go for that.
Yeah.
Right? Did you go to the concert? They were here a couple of weeks ago.
No, but I heard it was amazing and I missed out.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. They'll be back around. I mean, they never go away, right?
That's very true.
Good Lord. It's a geriatric concert tour. Am I wrong?
No, you're very true. Very true.
All right.
Just you're making me feel geriatric that I wanted to be there.
No. We all just grew up with those folks, and they were old by the time. I mean, honestly, who picks up the trombone but an old person? I mean, I used to be a tromboner in junior high. Junior high. I used to
junior high trombones. Yeah. I can see that.
Yep. All right. So let's talk about an event coming up in it's just right around the corner.
It is right around the corner on August 25th. Myself, Katie Myers, and Bridget Aids, so 3 of our fabulous Extreme Customer Service Directory members.
Yes, ma'am.
We are hosting a client and employee retention with appreciation marketing workshop.
Come on. Let's slow that down for a minute. Client and employee retention.
Which is huge. With
how do you do it?
With appreciation
marketing.
Yes. So we are going to actively help each attendant create a client life cycle as well as an employee life cycle.
Oh.
We're going to discuss ways to communicate to all of them so that, as Katie Myers says, we keep your competition or your clients from cheating on you with your competition.
Right.
And Bridget Age is going to wrap it up with some how we appreciate our clients and how we appreciate our employees.
You know, you find that this is what happens with the Experience Pros Network and the Extreme Customer Service Directory. The people, they love to collaborate together. They bring added value to one another. And I strongly encourage you to come to this workshop. Now, there is a fee involved. Yes?
There is a fee involved. Normally, this workshop's $139, but for Extreme members, for those with the Experience Pros, we are giving you a discount code, which is on the link on the website.
Okay.
And it's capital EXP, capital PROS 2015, and you then only attend for $50.
$50.
$50.
All right. And so here's what I think you need to do, folks. And the reference where she's looking for that or looking at that is the calendar at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com. Just click on the calendar. You'll find it on August 25th.
August 25th.
Right.
At 10 to noon. I know it's during the radio show. I'm sorry.
10 to noon.
Sorry.
It's okay. You have our blessing to do that because, the archives are
we can
available.
Listen in afterwards.
Yeah, 24/7. But get your discount code. And check this out. You heard Bridget Aids with AM Cards last week. She was a co-host with me. Sabina, of course, is co-hosting today. Katie Myers, Grace Child with CR Conversations. These guys are legendary in the Experience Pros Hall of Fame. I mean, they really do get it. They know what they're doing.
They do.
So we encourage you to participate in this. If you don't have customers, or if your employees aren't
staying
happy or staying, then you are scheduled, get this, for obsolescence.
What?
Yeah. If your customers aren't thrilled, if your employees, which we say are your first round of customer service,
absolutely,
aren't thrilled, then you are planning your own dinosaur extinction. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true.
It is very true.
So take advantage of this. $50. What is that? A couple of cups of coffee, folks. Get out there and participate in something that's going to be phenomenal for your business.
Right.
Once again, that is, it's at the Regis Greenwood Village. You can find all the information. You can purchase your tickets all right through the Experience Pros calendar and do it today. Sign up for it today. Sabina, it's been great having you. We've had so much fun. One last thing, in order to get the most out of your business, coach, thought we'd end with this. Be your coach's dream client.
Yes.
You know what that means?
Well, I know what it means to me and most
Right.
coaches.
Okay.
What is the article saying?
Well, the article says, be the ones who actually do the work.
Shut the front door.
If you are asked to do the work by your coach, go do it.
Well, and here's the thing. It's not that your coach is telling you what to do. It's more that you collaborated and you decided this is what needs to be done.
No drama.
No.
No drama.
No.
And trust the process. Keep one foot in front of the other. Keep moving forward, even if you don't understand the why entirely.
Yes.
Your coach has a plan. It is good. It is for you to prosper, not to harm you. Right?
Correct. Absolutely. I agree.
All right.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. SabinaClaus.com. SabinaClaus.com is where you can find out more information about her and her services. Come to the event on August 25th, experiencepros.com/calendar. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you for tuning in and participating in this, the revolution in how people treat people in business. Angel's back tomorrow. Yay. Tune in then.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.